Hi, I'm Stef du Plessis speaking to you from Johannesburg in South Africa. Together with my business partner, Steve Simpson, based in Australia, I help organizations to improve the way they do things and get better results. In our latest book, A Culture Turned, now on Amazon, we share what we've learned over the last 20 years working with organizations around the globe. Between Steve and I, we have run more than 5,000 successful client engagements, and our programs have been run by companies in more than 50 countries. When I come to Kiev in May, I hope to share with you what we've learned on this journey. I'm going to be speaking about how to create a winning workplace culture and how to get your people on board towards doing more. So in our research with our own clients, we ask them this really important question. We ask, if the culture in your workplace could become as good as it realistically could, what would be the improvement on performance and results, bottom line productivity? The results are remarkable. 90% of senior managers tell us that whatever they're achieving now, they can do 20% more. Middle managers, on the other hand, 60% of them tell us that whatever they are achieving now, they can do 50% more. But here's the kicker. 25% of all non-managers tell us that they can improve their results by more than 80% if it wasn't for two things standing in their way. You see, they want to give you more, but they say that there are things standing in their way, and they say there are primarily two things. They say that it's you, the manager, and that it's the culture. Okay, so let's accept that you don't intentionally stand in their way, but there's a perception that sometimes there are policies, rules, and regulations in place that hold them back. We need to change that. And we need to improve the workplace culture to create an environment that would be conducive to achieving the results that you are after. We find that there's a paradox in management today. Managers everywhere know that culture is important, but most of them admit that they don't know how to manage culture in simple and practical terms. Well, we've changed that. Unwritten ground rules, or UGRs, which my partner Steve created some 20 years ago. Unwritten ground rules, UGRs, are people's perception of this is the way we do things around here. It tells people what is okay to do and what is not okay. And we think that the acid test of the UGRs in a company is when a new employee joins. You see, after they go to induction, they come onto the job and they get to see not the policies, rules, and procedures that they were taught about at induction, but they get to see how people really behave. They get to see whether we apply those rules or toss them aside. They get to sit in a meeting and see whether it starts on time and ends on time or not. And from that, they get to deduce whether or not they should meet targets and deadlines. They see who sits where, who makes eye contact with who, what we say before the manager comes in the room and what we say after the manager comes in the room. They see what happens at the end of the meeting when the manager says, so are there any questions and can I count on you? And then they listen to what people say in the meeting after the meeting when they leave the room. Those UGRs, or unwritten ground rules, tell them everything they need to know about how they have to behave, and they deduce their own perceptions of what the unwritten ground rules are. Things like, around here we talk about production, but nobody really tries hard, so I'm not going to either. Maybe a UGR that says, around here the only time I get spoken to by my manager is when I do something wrong. Maybe a UGR that says, if I make a mistake, I better hide the evidence. Or on the other hand, UGRs like, if I need help, all I need to do is ask. If I do something wrong, my manager will show me how to improve it. You see, those UGRs can be created, and when we do, people will know that that's how we behave and they will emulate those behaviors. We've created a 5-step process that will help you to understand exactly how to transform culture in your workplace, how to measure and assess it, drive it, and improve it. So, contact KA Group, my friends in Kiev. Connect with them and find out about the seminar I'll be running on the 25th of May, and come along and learn how to improve the workplace culture in your workplace. I look forward to seeing you there.